All right, some post-market analysis for Wednesday, June 17th. We had today the first meeting with Kevin Warsh, Fed Chair Kevin Warsh, and they did not raise rates. It was actually a unanimous vote of 12-0 to keep the benchmark federal funds rate unchanged at a range of 3.5 to 3.75. So let's take a look at the MNQ here on what price action actually did throughout the day, and then when the Fed rate decision was made, or when it came out at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. So market, we had our London. We marked out London highs, London lows here, and then we marked out the first 15-minute opening range of the MNQ. It was a little bit choppy. I did not trade this price action, which was probably really good because I would have gotten really frustrated. But if you could have easily had some decent shorts there from the top of the first 15-minute opening range, and also took longs from the bottom of the first 15-minute opening range. After what it looks like 10 o'clock here, it looks like it bar coded up a little bit. Trading a little bit above, like in the middle of that first 15-minute opening range. And then finally here at 1 o'clock, we had the Fed rate decision, and this candle high was 481. The low was 170, so about almost 300 points there, 300 point move. One NQ contract, that would have been a $6,000 move, which would have been pretty crazy. But we bounced off of Monday lows after this nice wick to the downside, came back up all the way to intraday highs. So this is something that I probably should have taken a short on, just because I saw 1, 2, 3 times, maybe 4 times, but this one pretty close to getting to intraday highs here at 520. Intraday high was 528. Could have taken a short there or gotten into puts. I actually did take some of this move to the downside here in puts, and then some lower down here after we broke Tuesday lows. So this right here, this entry would have been really, really good. Because why? Because I already know intraday highs was 30,543. If I would have just gone in short, or one put, one contract, so let's just say market, if I market ordered one, got in, I already know if we make a higher high, if we break 30,550, probably going to be taking that loss, right? So should have taken that probably a little bit earlier. I did get some of this move to the downside, and we moved below Tuesday low and Monday low. So right here, this is Friday's gap. So when we opened up on Sunday evening, that is the gap. So I have that marked down here. So just in case we do try to come down, we might want to bounce off of that area. So I'm going to add a note there. But right here around that 29,750 area is going to be that Friday gap fill if we keep going to the downside. So that was for the MNQ here. And then going over to SpaceX had a move to the upside. And if you watched my pre-market analysis, you already know that I was in SpaceX puts at 195 strike price expiring tomorrow, the 18th. And I thought I was going to take a huge loss, so I was going to about close it because it did make overnight highs. It went all the way up to 213, but thankfully I didn't, because I was down 1,000 and then I ended up being up $765, right? So that was a really good move to the downside there. And then now that we're trading below 200, I think 200 now is a price to watch for SpaceX, just because it was previous resistance, now it's acting like support. So once we broke down below, we came up, resisted it, came up the second time, resisted it, came up a third time, and we resisted it and came all the way back down into $190. So if you're looking for call option opportunities or things that you want to, prices you want to look at, is that $200 psychological price where SpaceX is rejecting, right? So if tomorrow, if we open above $200, we might want to see what price action does at that $200 level. So if it goes up and closes high and then makes higher highs, we might make a move back to the upside. And it just depends on the overall market too, because I saw SpaceX and the NASDAQ were moving pretty correlated. They were pretty correlated. So you have to watch out what the market's doing. If the market's coming down, there's a higher probability that, SpaceX is going to be coming down. It is in the NASDAQ as well. So you have to be cognizant of that. So if you, like I said, watch the $200 level there on SpaceX, and that is a level that I've been interested in for a while now. But thankfully, I got out of those puts and made some money today. I'm up $718 for the day, up over $1,000 on the week, so doing pretty well. I'll be back for post-market analysis tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of trading. Friday, it is Juneteenth, so the markets will be closed. So we'll see you tomorrow morning.